Okay, so testing him out here. He was good for mounting. Great on the ground. Not spooky. Did everything. Figured out how to lunge. He didn't know how to. That's normal. Most of them don't. Was pretty sure-footed over the poles. Good for saddling and all that stuff. So I'm just going to walk around the barn. That's nice. He get on, he walks. He's looking around, but most horses would spook at this stuff here. My dog's already been by him with the foxtail mask on, and he was fine with that. So a lot of horses, all this stuff scares them in the beginning until they get used to it, and he was totally fine. It's all good. So I'm going down here because it goes under a tree and a horse pops out in front of it. So the horse is going to spook. It usually does it. Let's see. Good boy. It's hard because you're ducking because there's a post sticking out of the way. He's fine with all the trees hitting us, so he did. They're carrying a tree on us. He did well with all that stuff. So we're going by all the horses and leaving the barn. He's good. There's a mule right here. She's such a cutie, so we'll be lucky to get that one. So we're going over some branches and all sorts of stuff on the ground. It's very bumpy. He's doing very good for a walking horse. That's why I'm taking him on this trail, because there's lots of stuff in the way and I'll be able to see how sure-footed he is. And this is the turn away from home, so this is always a test. I did have to push him, but that's normal, especially since he's been working a lot. I'm sure he's like, I'm doing more work. But that was pretty darn easy to push him past that. He just sucked back just a little. They rode him along since he's got here. I think he's been in groups. And they said he was good. If you get real far ahead, he gets antsy and wants to catch up, but what horse doesn't? He's a real big dud. But they said he didn't do anything bad. He just got faster. Okay, there's stairs right here. Let's see if he's paying attention. Yep, never touched them. When you're testing walking horses, you really got to test how much they pay attention to their feet, because some are very lazy. They're quiet, which is great, but they're lazy, and then some get trippy. So you want to test them and take them up and down things and see how they do. And more stairs. Good job. He knows what to do with his feet. Good job, buddy. You're a nice horse. This is the very narrow part, which he didn't touch the sides at all, and he has big feet, so that was quite good. So he doesn't have that big camel walk that some of the walking horses have because of their such huge overstride. So he has a nice walk. It's easy on the back. His gaits are good. I always think everybody's gaits could be better, but he is smooth. And he knows how to engage and use his hindquarters getting up the hill. So that's a plus. We'll see how he does when he comes down. Loose rein. So the clip on my breastplate just came off, so I had to get off. So let's see how he stands for getting back on. We're still facing away from home, although he just decided he wants to turn back towards home. So I got his head facing the other way, and voila. There's some rocks under the dirt here, and I always take the walking horses over them because they usually hit them if they're not good with their feet, and he just cleared it and didn't touch it at all. So this won't look like much, but it's a little narrow. Got a couple roots in the way. We're going downhill. I'm going to drop his head and see what he does. He did a good job. Very good. He rocks back on his hind quarter, so he's not heavy on the front end. That's a big bonus with most horses. So he's good. If his gaits get a little bumpy, he might not even notice it, but oh, he's very... you're just going to push his shoulders over, do a little leg yield, and that separates his legs enough that it smooths him out. But he's quite smooth even when he's got that little bounce. Some of the horses freak out with these feather things because there's lots of motion, and horses' eyes are attracted to motion. He doesn't care. There's usually deer hiding right in here, so he stopped and I just pushed him and he didn't go, and so I pushed him a little harder with my leg. That was it. To me, that's nothing. Oh, it was a hawk. Good job, buddy. See what you see? He was right. Something was in here. It wasn't a deer though. Hawk. But with a little encouragement, he went right away. Good. So he was kind of in between a canter and a gait, but it's very nice. Alright, so now we're just gonna see if he'll stand here and see if he'll do it on a loose rein, and we'll get going again. So he is, he's standing on a totally loose rein, not trying to go home. He's a very nice walking horse, so let's turn around. Well, that was good because he turned around and stayed slow some. When I go out and back, as soon as I turn around, they are going. Okay, this is a hard hill, although it won't look it. He did rock back on his back end. I'm going to give a little half halt to get him to go slower. Footing just gave out there. He held us together very well. Good job, buddy. The bit I have in his mouth, I can show you, it's a miler with the port. He seems to be doing pretty well in it. The more he relaxes his back and the lower his head's getting there, the smoother he's getting. He's doing very well. So not buddy sour, not barn sour. I got a lot of people who need a horse like this, so he's not going to last long. Right? Oh, I desensitized him with everything, the bag, the umbrella, the whips, the rope, all was good. Didn't care about a thing. So here comes another hill. Sometimes people rush them down the hills. Don't ever rush. It's best if they go very slow and rock back on their hindquarters to keep you safe. In case the footing ever gives out in the front, you want all the weight on their hind quarter and you sitting back. So here we are going through deeper sand, so this is kind of like the beach, and he's good. The horses that are real trotty, when you get those in deep sand, they can start trotting instead of staying in gaits. If you're gonna ride beaches a lot, or deep footing, then sometimes the horses that are more lateral are better for that stuff because they get smoother. The trotty ones are going to get bouncier because they're going to go more towards the trunk. Okay, so I'm going to stop. Hope. Good job. So I'm not going to stop long because we're facing home, but at least he stopped. Some don't, or if you hold them back, they'll, rear up because they want to go. But he did good. Can only get better. Because he's new here. No, what his new job is. Just went over that rock that's hiding under the stand. He didn't hit it at all. There's one more. Stepped on that one, but didn't trip on it. And going down another one. Boy. This is the very narrow part. A lot of horses trip in there because they're either rushing because we're heading home, or their feet are very large and they can't figure it out. But he does just fine with it. Okay, so now we're going to step down the stairs. So I'm going to just half halt as we're getting closer, so he's paying attention. Now I'm going to let him go. Good job. So he's thinking, because there he kind of, should I go left or right down that thing? And I just let him go to see what he would do. So, I lied. I want to show you one more thing. There's that scarecrow thing. No, the camera will get it flying through the air over there. Then there's bags flying through the farmland over here. Okay, we're at the bottom. Putting it back on, because sometimes these horses will run by us. Sure, he's used to running horses though. Okay, so hi. Let's go this way. He stands tied well, he trailers well. He's fun to ride. Fun, safe, sure-footed. So far, that's my evaluation. So most of these horses have not had much arena work. Oh, but he can bend, so that's good, because many cannot. Yep, he's good. Alright. Serpentine. So bend in one direction and then the other. Great exercise for all horses, especially if your horse is faster than other people's horses. So he does this well. I'm going to leg yield him. He knows that. Let's go over these poles. Good job. Good job. Yield some more. Yield. So at least he knows how to do that, so that's good. Let's try another back up. Oh, good boy, back. Good boy. Yeah, good job. You hate that, don't you? Okay, turn on to the forehand to the left. You did pretty good. Okay, I'll try a little side pass. And I'll push the gate. Good boy. So he has a clue. Good job. Okay. Somebody taught him a little. Good boy. So. Okay, let's try pulling it in towards us, because that's usually hard. I would say they didn't teach him gaits, but he's not bad at it. He'll do it. Good boy. And I'm going to test them. This sometimes pisses them off. Good boy. Alright, so overall, very good. Like this horse. He's going to make somebody a really nice horse. I'm just going to tune him up a little bit. Off he goes.